Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Baltimore Ravens. On the Rams sideline, a look at their head coach. His team making the long flight, always difficult to play the 1 o'clock Eastern game when a West Coast team feels like it's 10 a.m. on their body clock. His counterpart on the Ravens side is John Harbaugh. This guy had come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
First and 10 now from the 36. The first carry here for Kyron Williams. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Gain of 6. That's good. We're on Rams. First down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Stafford now. That's down the field for Higbee. That is going to be called in. He's got it. Tyler Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Dejounte Wester now to return it. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. So the Ravens will come out. They are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
Play action now. Jackson on the move left. He's going to carry that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Rams come up with the recovery.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. We get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. On the play fake, here's Stafford. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
Lady! What are you hot?
They go play action with Stafford. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Roquan Smith, he's in there for the sack. It's his 3rd of the year.
Set! Lady!
Williams gets it on the draw. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. It is 3rd and long.
Set!
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. The Ravens offense about ready to get going. On their 2nd possession, they'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Henry hit, the ball comes free. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll send Flowers in motion. 1 quarter in the books. The Rams out to the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up. From the gun, Jackson. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Report!
On play action, here's Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
On one, ready? Tonight! Alpha! Tonight!
2nd down, Jackson. That's caught, Derrick Henry. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. Down to the 10. And he will score. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The extra point is good. And the Ravens are on the board. It's 10-7. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. He's run well here in the first half of the season, as you see there. He's the NFL's rushing leader coming into this weekend.
Set! Lady!
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ready!
Here's a handoff to Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
A gain of 14.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one. From the 20, here's 2nd and 6.
Set. Blue 60.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Set.
Back to throw. Stafford. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Tutu Atwell was the one he was looking for. 3rd down coming up.
Set.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. He's got it at the 7, and he'll take it on in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have 2 guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams will get out in front 17-7. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Flushed to his left. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Rams have it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. 280. 20 hot.
Out of the gun, Stafford. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Pass caught right side by Higbee. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Rams first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Set. We're waiting.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the AFC. And it's the second-year quarterback, Bo Nix, hooking up with his man for the touchdown here, one of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Broncos get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is Devontae Smith. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 43-yard touchdown. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Cowboys. And here's the former Cowboy, Rico Dowdle. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Panthers lead it by a touchdown at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from Week 6 with Houston and Minnesota, the 2 teams on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
180.
Off the play fake, Jackson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Chris Hall Jr. working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career. Jackson now on 2nd down. And it's into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing Jackson. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
Set. Loopity hot.
Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The shotgun snap to Stafford. That's taken in by Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Rams.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They run over center with Williams. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And he's in! Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Cardi now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Rams up their lead. It's now 24-7. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson looking to throw.
Have a seat, motherfucker.
Third and a long way to go. Now Jackson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. That is fielded at the 13. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense and Devontae Adams heading back onto the field. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. drive begins with a run by Williams. He's inside the 40.
Goodbye.
Inside the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way.
Goodbye.
72 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with a run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
The extra point from Carney is good. And the Rams will extend this third quarter lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
180.
Jackson now to throw on first down. That's to the tight end, Charlie Kolar. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Back to throw, Jackson. Oh, a loose football.
Thank you.
The Rams have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And, Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
I wish you'd stop fucking doing that.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Play action now. Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
3rd and 5.
Ready, shot. Shut up.
From the gun, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Don't worry.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10.
Here's Jackson. There he goes again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 1.
Shut up. 180. Shut up.
Hopkins sent in motion.
Shut up.
They'll run with a man from Marshall, Rashid Ali. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Shut up. Shut up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Rams offense ready to take over possession of the football. And it would appear they're about to go 6-0. Trying to kill some clock and get out of here with that win. This drive starts 1st and 10.
Set. Stop.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
Open man, downfield, it is Adams. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Ready.
Play action, Stafford taking a shot downfield for Adams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Set. Stop.
Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
That's down the field for Higbee. And that is incomplete. Tyler Higbee was the intended receiver. It's going to be 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Set. Lady. Set on.
4th down, Stafford. A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football.
That's a bullshit.
The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. And they'll say, thank you very much for that last decision, as because of it, they're going to start out first, and the ball's out. And the Rams come up with the recovery.
Holding offense. Still 1st down.
What the fuck?
DC.
Wow, just
DC.
like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Jackson now. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews.
And I think both of us came away from our discussions with the coaches thinking that this guy was going to have a massive role in this one, but after only his first catch of the game, let's give credit where it's due. This defense, man, they've held him in check throughout.
2nd down, Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end, Mark Andrews, that time. And now it's 3rd and goal.
I really fucked up.
180.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Chris Paul Jr. He's in there for the sack. And that takes us to 4th and goal. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On 4th down, it's Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 30, and they blocked the kick.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time.
We go set. What hot?
A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. He's going to look deep for Adams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's going to look downfield once again. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
Ready. Set.
They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
First.
They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it, 1st and 10. Jackson now on 2nd down. A throw on the move is caught. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Here's a run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal.
Middle.
Throwing Jackson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. 3rd and goal.
Alpha, sit on. 180. What?
One last shot now. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And this will be recovered by the defense on the final play. Kind of a fitting end to this one. This game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys still unblemished to start the year, a perfect 6-0 heading into this one. Then on the other side, you've got Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys, the designated home team here in the English capital. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, a big crowd on hand. They love American football here in the English capital. We're underway from Wembley. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season where he only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons, and he's hoping the new coach Liam Cohen can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Paul Jr. from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Hey, let's go.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Hey, easy.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's Byron Young, who ranged in that time and stopped him for a loss.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Hey, go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Rams offense ready. They're backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he keeps going to the pace he's at, it's going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away, but a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in this.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Ready.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Set.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Hey.
They'll run with Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Hey, run. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Hey, here we go.
From the gun, Bigsby. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
All right, let's go.
And Bigsby once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Silver.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence. He completes it to Hunter. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the 1st half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least that's something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this 1st half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set. 280.
To throw is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. A final shot before the break. Stafford. He'll let this go for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our tour around the NFL starts now at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Steelers in a physical matchup in the AFC North. And this is Joe Burrow. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Bengals up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. There's a look at the rest of the scores from Week 7. Baltimore and Buffalo not pictured. They are on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is the score as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Rams offense and running back Kyron Williams getting ready for their next possession. And he has been a monster in the red zone here these first couple of months of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Set. What are you hot?
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Los Angeles.
Set. 180. What are you hot?
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Looking deep for Adams. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now Lawrence. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st down.
Lisa 24.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll break back all the way. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A spectacular return of 96 yards. Great blocking in front of him on special teams as well as he takes it to the end zone. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, son.
Lawrence will throw. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nut.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Second and 10.
Red 80.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Hey, kill.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz lines up, paying off. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A short throw there to Strange. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A short throw there to Strange. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Hey, hey.
Now Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. So here we go.
On play action, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
I got him. I got
Number
him.
44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Lawrence. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. And they run the toss to Bigsby. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Silver.
Back to throw. Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. In motion left comes Brown.
1st and 10 at the 35.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
At the 22-yard line.
Rip, 23. Hey, Ginger, hot.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He gets that one complete to Wicks.
Let's go.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. In motion right is Thomas. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey, kill. Hey, run. Son, they son. Here we go.
Lawrence going to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. He'll let this go for Adams. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, LA. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Rams up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Nice.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
7-0.
So for Los Angeles, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles